What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. Sorry if I sound like death. I have a bit of allergies or cold or whatever, so just waking up. Haven't had my coffee yet, but wanted to get a video out to you guys. So wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of catch up on where we are and what's going on. So I don't remember exactly how many blueprints I bought. They're tracked here, and I'll show you guys here in a second. But I forgot to mention this in the last video, but all of these have a cost. So, for instance, the Cat Navy is okay, and of course, I don't have the sheet anymore. Oh well. All of these have a cost on them, and that cost is, I think it's like 5 million for a Vexer. I may be wrong, and like 3 million for the Catalyst. So, when you're buying 20 of them, that's 100 million. So, if I hadn't gotten that 100 million help out from that pirate, it would have slowed things down, but it wouldn't have stopped things. It would have made things still would have functioned. It just would have been harder. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. All right, let's do the math on it. So right now, the Vexers, I am selling them for 25 million isk, and the Cat Navies, I'm selling them, I think, for 17, maybe it's 16. Let's look. So these are my contracts that I have up right now. I have this little message here. Eve mail me for bulk. That basically is there because I want, if you need 25, 50, 100 Navy Vexers, I want you to reach out to me because then we can make a personal deal. I'll give you 900, maybe ISK per 1,000 instead of, I think, 1,200 I'm making right now, give or take. Either way, I'm willing to cut a deal just to get the bulk out because at a certain point, cash is king. Getting that money faster might be worth it. This right here could take forever. It's not taking forever. It's definitely moving faster than they do in Amar, but it's definitely not moving as fast as I would like. So these are the finished contracts. Let's go ahead and click Get Contract, and you'll see these have all finished up. I'm gonna sort. Okay, and then you have. I'm gonna go ahead and trim these just a bit. Okay, so you can see right here we sold what, 3 Vexers, 1 cat Vexer, and then a bunch of cats, and then the Vexer. So we're doing well. The Catalyst right here, 16 million apiece. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cats at. So that's almost 160 million. And then the Vexers, they're 25 million apiece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 125 million. So that's roughly 275 million, give or take, if my morning early math is correct. So not a bad deal. Not only that, but I did just get a deal with a guy in Discord. Strongly recommend you guys join like different faction warfare discords if you can, and join like the Eve Discord, and then obviously your Corp Discord. And then usually they have trade channels. Just post, what you're looking to get rid of, and you'll find people that'll be willing to buy it. They won't always be willing to buy it at the rate that you want, but you'll get something. And that may be a faster way to convert what you want or what you're trying to get rid of than just listing it. So finding contracts right now, the cheapest Cat Navy is 16 million. It's not by me, and it's not even here. So technically, if I wanted to, I could raise this to 17 million, and it would probably eventually sell. But we're not going to do that. We're going to leave it on public item exchange, Cat Navy, and then we just do 16, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm only doing a week. You can do them longer. And then you just press E, it fills up, and that's it. Done. And that's up on the market now. And the next time somebody wants to buy one of those, they can. I'm going to keep these Vexers. Well, you know what? There's really no reason to. I will say these are not selling very fast. So I'm very tempted to undercut them again at 24 million. But I think I'm going to hold for now. And then we're just going to do 25, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Whoops. I guess it would help if I actually. Oh man, now I think I just fucked up my. I think I did just fuck up my autofill. Nope, I didn't. Okay, thank God. That's going to piss me off. Whoops, double click that. Didn't mean to. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to fill these out. Not a problem. I mean, it will take you a few minutes, but it's easy peasy. All right, so I do have an order for 10 cat navies in Amar, which is going to kind of suck a little bit in the aspect that I got to move them to Amar, but it's not terrible. We'll get it figured out. Okay, let me switch characters real quick. And while I do that, well, yeah, hang on, let me just turn this off real fast. We'll swap characters. Give me 1 sec, guys. So because we have the cat navies that the guy wants, I got to go buy those, and we're going to look at what I did yesterday. So I've been plexing. It's my vacation this week, so I've been, obviously there's a shit ton of content going up this week, which is slightly abnormal for me. And, well, it's absolutely massively abnormal for me. I usually do like 1 video a week, maybe 2. And you guys are going to be basically getting 2 videos a day now. Or sorry, 1 video a day for the whole week. But, where was I going with that? That's the problem with waking up and not having your coffee when you're old. Anyways, yeah, I've been pulling almost 600,000 LP a day because I basically turn on all my shows that I haven't been able to catch up on. Been catching up on Picard season 3. It hadn't sold me yet, but I'm hoping. The problem I have with Picard season 3 and most of the current Star Treks, with the exception of the one with that Strange New Places or whatever, that one actually seems to be traditional Star Trek. Since the Next Generation, they've changed them from being like episodic to being season-wide arcs. And the cool thing about Star Trek back in the day was you could just come in, watch an episode, and you had a cool, problem, issue, it got fixed, and then you were moved on, And I'm okay with series-wide arcs. It's just it would also be nice if you had a few, just little fixes in between. Maybe there was a problem here, but now we got to have like 10 episodes where we're fighting the Borg instead of 1 or 2 really cool episodes. So I don't know. I'm on a rant. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're back on Handlebar, and on Handlebar you can see we've spent a bunch of money and we've gotten a bunch of money back. So this is this. No, that was a loss of a catalyst. This, I think all of those were high sec buybacks, and then these were the drones that I made. So I'm definitely going to make another package of drones, and we're going to take those to high sec, or to Jitta basically. But here we go. We've got Fleet. You can see we're at 630,000 LP again, which is pretty much everything from yesterday. So yeah, you can see 5-2, which I think was yesterday. Yeah. So we ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sites. Oh, no. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 sites yesterday. So, and you can see I'll give you guys the quick little rundown here. You can pause it if you want to see the individual payouts, but this is all O-plexing. I did lose 2 ships yesterday. One, again, if you look away from the screen even for a second, these guys fucking come for you. I think this was the Garmin kill. No. Ha! So this was me. I literally came through the gate, so I was going back and forth between Anata, and I remember Tama being a nightmare back in the day when I was in Caldari Space, but again, I don't really hang out in Caldari Space anymore. But I was O-plexing a Sugento, or Suge as they call it, and then you hit Tama, Kadama, and then you go to Nizua, and Nizua is the other big one, and just basically bouncing back between those. Problem is, you've got a high sec pocket here. Tama has some bad hombres who live there, and those bad hombres decided to set up in Suge on the Tama gate with a rather nasty little gate camp. Where the fuck did my window go? There it is. So yeah, they had what was it? They had sentry drones. They had a really, really long point Proteus, and then they had the Marshall doing the big deeps there, and then I think they had an Onirios, and there was something else on grid, but It was basically like a 5-man insta-lock gate camp, and that, I mean, I'll give it to it. Marshals, these bad boys look pretty fucking cool, man. I may have to fly one of these, but yeah, this thing looks like it looks like some kind of futuristic plasma rifle here without a stock, and it just vaporized me in about, I mean, literally, I had enough time to be like, oh, and then I was dead. So, the only way to really counter that is like twofold. I could have gone from, I basically I have to add Tama to my avoidance list, I guess, but it's kind of hit and miss because there's only a gate camp here sometimes. So, and I've gone back and through this system many times. So it's one of those situations where you're going to want to scout it. If you have an alt, I recommend scouting it. If you have, you know, friends in the militia, you can have them scout it for you. They don't shut down every gate. You can also go and look at Z-Kill board, and Z-Kill board you can look up, like, let me show you that real quick. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, let me turn the monitor on. Boom, boom. Okay, so if we pull up Tama, let me do that a little bit better. There we go. Oh, of course. There it is, Tama the Citadel. So we pulled Tama up, and you can see there's been quite a few kills. We're at what time in Eve? Of course it would be. Okay, we're at 13:18. That's okay. So, literally a few seconds ago. So, there's definitely something here. What killed this guy? Sentry guns. Oh, okay. What killed this guy? Sentry. What the fuck? There we go. So you can see Snuffed Out's got some kind of camp going on here, most likely. It looks like they've got 2 marshals. Good God. I've never seen a marshal before before this side of space. Are those BDS? A lot of little ship getting fragged, so yeah, I don't know what's going on in Tama right now, but anyways, you can look that up. We'd care more about the Suj side, so let's see, SUGAR. SUJAR, Sujarento. You can pull this up and be like, alright, so what do we got going on here? This is just a burst. Looks like a bunch of small stuff. Okay, so Snuffed Out does have something roaming around. But this was like 10 hours ago. So Suj probably pretty quiet right now. And Tama's pretty hot, so yeah. Probably going to want to add Tama to my ignore list. And what that'll basically do is I right click on it and I can click avoid Tama. And so you can see, well, I'm in Acti right now, which is down here. But if I wanted to, like, let's say I was in Suj and I wanted to get to Nizua, or Nizua, I don't know how to pronounce that. It wouldn't take me this way anymore. It'll take me either like this way and around or all the way around. And trust me, that's gonna suck. And that might not be undangerous either, but it'll be dying going that way, especially if you have a hull full of shit or like loot and stuff. Anyways, that's all besides the point. So let's go look at some LP, which is what we're. Am I even in? No, I'm not in an LP store. Okay, so we're in HiSec. This is where I logged off last night because I was getting rid of a batch of loot to HiSec buyback. If we go to finance and contracts, we do my contracts, we do finished. Get contracts, and you can see, there we go. Oh, and we can see what I gave Ischemus. So this is all the stuff that I gave him. This is my trader alt. Again, like I said, if you're going to be going to Jitta or HiSec, I would strongly recommend you have one of these. But yeah, he's my guy that I do that with. So anyways, this right here was our HiSec buyback last night. Not a great haul, but 20 million. It's 20 million. That was probably 2 hours of 2 hours of LP farming. Alright, let's set destination to Filet, or Filiat, or however the fuck you say that stupid system. Fliat. I feel it's funny because, like, down in, like, Minmatar and Amar space, everything's, like, Icelandic slash, like, Derby herd a fartigerb, you know, all that type of stuff. And, like, you're just like, what the fuck is this system? like in Einharjargar. And then up here, everything's like fillette. It's like French, you know. It's like, would you like a side of baguette with that? Or a croissant? Like, yes, yes, actually, I would, please. Oh, man. But it is kind of funny how. I mean, I guess if you're having to name. Can you imagine back when Eve was being created? Somebody had to come up with like 2,000 system names, right? Like 00, that's easy. You know, you just throw a bunch of numbers and letters into a random number generator, tell it how many you need, and have it produce them, and that's not a problem. But like all the high sec and low sec ones, man, you got to name those suckers, right? And then you probably got to name them relatively, you know, cohesively. So you're going to need some kind of theme for certain ones. Just, I don't know, kind of cracked me up. Oh, also, I looked yesterday and it didn't seem like there was a problem with the new resolution. So, and nobody complained or anything. Usually, if something's awful, somebody will scream at me, but nobody screamed at me. So, I'm assuming you guys are okay with the new 1440p display. I know I'm fucking okay with it, but I wasn't sure if you guys were okay with it. So, we're like 3 videos in now on it. So, if there's a problem, do let me know before we get too much further, because that way I can fix it before it's nasty. Also, I do want to thank those of you who've been signing up for new accounts with my link in the description. I think we're up to 10 now, and I think 20 is the next big benchmark, and then I think 30 and then 40. So, but I do appreciate that. If you like my videos, you're wanting to try make an alt or something like that, consider using my link in the description. It'll give you 1,000,000 skill points, speed you up, and gives me a little kickback as well. All right, so 630,000 LP. So let's go and open that up. And I don't know if I showed you guys this before, so we'll do it together this time so you guys can see the process. So yeah, I did utilize that 100 million as kind of an escrow account for these. So like, for instance, I have a guy who wants 10 of these. So they're 3.5 million a piece, which is going to be 35 million. 120,000. Wow, that's 120,000 LP. That's 160 million right here. There's 160 million ISK just floating in space now, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So there they are. Boom. So yeah, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, perfect. I also have some drones that I got, but these are not sufficient really to do anything with yet. But I loot everything. Like literally, I'm a vacuum cleaner in space, and I recommend doing that. You're not going to get rich, but as a new player, it will definitely help you out. Getting that first 100 million or so. Either way, I'm going to do the payout from Ischymus Maximus to me on the contracts that are currently processed here pretty quick. And I'll probably do it with this contract. So I'm going to have Ischymus buy these at 16 million a piece. That's 160. And then I'm going to move those up north for the other guy. And then he'll pay Ischymus back to make him paid out. And I have no affiliation with that guy, so it was just a dude in one of the discords that we hang out in. I think he might be an alliance member or an Amarian, like somebody else that's in the Amar militia. So anyways, like I said, strongly recommend the discords. Post what you're trying to get rid of, and you'll find somebody that will help you out. And I've tried to avoid any of my current friendships, because again, I want to keep this as accurate as possible, and I don't want to be like, "Hey, bro," and use my current group of friends to move some of this stuff. Because, like, if I was going to do that, I'd just buy all my LP at the current rate with my main character. Because I would love those Vexers that are currently sitting in Jeddah. I'd love to make them. That would be great. But yeah. Anyways. I'm going to get these moved. I'm going to probably buy some drones. I did want to show you guys one more thing. So be very careful with your spreadsheets, y'all. Be very, very, very careful with your spreadsheets. And I'm going to show you why here. 1 second. I got to get this spreadsheet pulled up. 1 sec. I had to also blow my nose. Sorry about that. All right. So here we go. This is hammerheads, this is ogres, and this is hobgoblins. This is how much LP they cost. This is how much ISK they cost. This is how much the individual item costs. So, like for instance, if you're buying hammerheads, this is what it would cost you, et cetera, et cetera. So you can see like where is it? The ISK per LP. Here's the math on it. If you care about that. This has been triple checked by me and my wife, and this actually seems to be fairly accurate. So what is this right here? Well, if I want, and these trade hub sell prices, this is actually not the trade hub sell price. This is the high sec buyback price. So you're going to notice this is significantly lower than it would be if I actually sold them. So I'm not sure if I'm going to sell these in high sec buyback or if I'm going to sell them to, what do you call it, to JITA. I may do the JITA sell option. I don't have a character in JITA right now, so I can't look up the details on it. But before I leave with Iskamus, I'm going to look it up and see with the market history. I showed you guys this in a previous video where you can, and I guess I'll show you real quick again because not everybody watches all of them. So for instance, if we do view market details right here, you can see hobgoblins. I mean, you can buy them here in station at 51.50, which is actually kind of a discount, unless I'm mistaken. What the fuck? Are those cheap? I am not above buying cheap shit. Let's see. Hobgoblin 1. Sorry, I'm typing this up on my other monitor. Let me drag this over where you guys can see it. There you go. Hobgoblin 1, so 4,000. So this is a 20% markup, give or take. And then if we do it off of Wren's, cement, this is actually a discount from Wren's. So it's fucking hilarious. That's like a 25% discount from Wren's, but a 20% increase from JITA. So depending on what your thoughts on it would be. So, god dang it, I have so many windows in spreadsheet. You know, people talk or joke about Eve being internet spreadsheets, but it's fucking real, man. I'm telling you what. Okay. Sorry, I have to get all my windows set up. Okay. So for this one, this is 51.50, which is cheaper than what I was buying. So if I set that at 51.50, that makes that up to 640. And then if I set this up to Federation Navy Hobgoblin, and JITA. Are you kidding me? I can't fucking spell this morning. So here, if you press I, you can go to the variations, so you can see Federation Navy Hobgoblin. Federation Navy Hobgoblin. Okay, that would be the problem. Learn to type, Pyro. By JITA. Okay, so these sell for 1.3 million. So we'd have to go back to our sheet. All right, so this would be one. I mean, if I want to be instant, 106, 123. Is that? Yeah. So that's 830 each. And then if I do 1, 3, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1,200. So that's the difference between the buy and sell rate. So I could buy all of these right here, convert them right here, and then move them to JITA, assuming JITA actually sells them well. And then I could make quite a bit. Alternatively, you can see that's at 1.336. I'm curious, view market details. None of them are being sold here. Are you fucking kidding me? Interesting. So you can see they're being sold in Hadales for, that's under JITA prices. What the fuck? Like, that's significantly under JITA. That's 100,000 under JITA price. Oh my god, that's crazy. I could literally buy all of these and take them to JITA and make a fucking filthy profit. Now this looks more accurate. That's crazy that somebody's selling them for these prices. There's no way. But yeah, if we go to price history here, you can see, sorry, I got distracted. So you can see that people are buying them, but they're not buying many of them. So This little batch right here that's being sold for 1.2 mil, I could buy all of those and take them to Jitta and sell them. I'm just curious what the profit on that would be. So let's see, 1,336, 123 minus 1,216, 123. Okay, that's 120,000 times. Let's see, 222. That's a 26 million profit. I don't know if that's worth it. I mean, if you're a new player, that's probably worth it. The other issue that you're going to run into is you're going to have to haul this. So volume of these is 5 million, or, sorry, 5M3. So 5 times 220. That's going to be about 1,000 and change. What is that? 5 times 222. Yeah, it's about 1,100. So you're going to need a decent size hauler. And then yeah, you can make 20 million, and 20 million is 20 million. I'm not throwing shade at 20 million, but you know, that's a lot of risk and work for 20 million. For me, that's not worth it. But if you're a new player, these are the type of things that you can look for when you find something like this. It's something you're going to want to add to your spreadsheet, write down, and then start browsing. You can also see, what the fuck? Yeah, you got people buying them for like half price. Chances of somebody ever filling this order is very small, but it's not impossible. And you know, Fliet is going to be a loyalty point store, so you could set a buy order right here at Fliet for, I don't know, maybe $1 million. Set it for $1 million ISK each, and then at $1 million, let's see, the person buying it's going to make, what is that? They'd make on Hobgoblins, if you set it for $1 million, they make 658. It's not great, and you'd really only have really lazy, dumb, or you know, people who just are really hard up for ISK probably utilizing it. But the one thing I've learned about Eve is, you know, you got all sorts of people. So if you set a buy order here for 500 of them, you'd probably get them to buy it over a month or two, and then you could go and trade that into Jitta. But you got to be careful, because if the price drops in Jitta, then you lose your ass. So that's basically what station trading to some extent is more or less finding the differences in the prices, and then you know, find something that you can take advantage of and then utilizing it. You just got to be real careful, because prices change, and especially with the mineral changes recently, prices have been very fluid. And so the more fluid the prices are, the more risky long-term purchases are. So you'd need something that's very stable. And if we look at the price history on these, at least over the last month, it's been relatively stable. Or no, let's see, sorry, I'm looking at the little stuff up here. I think this is the price. Yeah, median day price. So median day price was 2.4 million. So yeah, it's been kind of all over the place within this range. So you'd want to check Jitta and see what Jitta looks like. If these dots were a little bit closer to this line, or you know, you might be willing to do it. But when you've got a gap between 1 million and 2.5, that's a pretty big gap, and that's between days almost. So with a gap like that, it could be really scary. So you just want to be careful. Don't lose your ass because you think you found a really good deal. So anyways, I'm rambling on about shit that you guys probably don't care about anymore. I am going to convert the rest of this LP today, and I'm probably going to get out there in the mines and mine some more LP. So hopefully I don't lose any more ships. I've been kind of... It's funny because like when you're plexing for like 4 hours, inevitably you're going to get like sloppy. And I'm telling you what, man, every time I get sloppy, somebody slides in and pounds me. Like it's funny because it'll be absolutely dead quiet for like an hour, and then as soon as I look away from the game, like yesterday I looked away from the game for like 90 seconds after I think it was 3 or 4 hours. Was this the kill? Yeah, and I had fucking 4 Garmers and a Navy Slicer jump in on me, and like literally, dude, it was within 60 seconds. Because like I clicked it, and then I switched over. I think I was checking my email or something, and then I clicked back, and literally I clicked scan as they landed on grid, and it was just like, oh, okay. And then there's just no way I'm gonna beat this group off grid. So, and he had a nasty long point too. What was his long? Oh, I guess I can't see it because he didn't die. And yeah, but anyways, I'm ranting. I want to thank all of you guys for watching the series. It's doing very well on YouTube. I appreciate all of you guys. If you want to hang out with me in either Warzone, you got me in Task Force 641 on Amar, where I play in the nights, and then I'm over here with the Food Network over here during the days, specifically the Elysium. So I'll probably be back to a more normal schedule next week, so I won't be on during this time or like the mornings like I am right now, but I kind of bounce back and forth between the two war zones. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope that you guys are liking the series. If you are, slap that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.